Every year in Australia, something magical and mildly terrifying happens. Flowers bloom. Bees buzz. Trees do their tree thing. And suddenly millions of Aussies start sneezing like they're trying to break a Guinness World Record. Yes, it's pollen season, also known as the Great Annual Nose Rebellion. Now, if you've ever been in Melbourne during this season, you've probably heard someone say, "Mate, Melbourne's the thunderstorm asthma capital of the world." Sounds dramatic, right? Like something out of an apocalyptic movie. Except in this movie, the villain isn't a monster, it's microscopic bits of plant sperm. Let's take a closer look at how a peaceful little tree can cause a city-wide respiratory chaos. When flowers attack, thunderstorm asthma in Melbourne. Imagine this. It's a warm spring afternoon in Melbourne. The sky starts to darken. Clouds roll in. You hear distant thunder. And just when you think, perfect weather for a cuppa and a Netflix binge, bim, the pollen in the air throws on its ninja gear and starts slicing through people's lungs. This is what experts call thunderstorm asthma, a totally real and not at all made-up phenomenon. It's not just a cool name. During storms, strong winds whip up large amounts of pollen into the air. These pollen grains get smashed by humidity and break into teeny tiny pieces. Too small for your nose to filter. Too rude to ask permission before entering your lungs. In 2016, Melbourne had a thunderstorm asthma event so severe that it became a global case study. The hospitals were overwhelmed. Ambulance lines flooded. People who had never had asthma in their life were suddenly gasping like they had just sprinted up the Eureka Tower. So yes, Melbourne didn't just win the thunderstorm asthma trophy, it's the undisputed, undefeated world champion. But why is though? What makes Australia, and especially Melbourne, such a hot spot for sneeze season chaos? Well, blame it on nature's overachievers, ryegrass. That's right. The unassuming, swaying in the breeze ryegrass is the primary culprit. Ryegrass loves to release its pollen in late spring, and Melbourne's unique climate is the perfect partner in crime. Add a little humidity, a touch of wind, and boom, you've got airborne irritants doing gymnastics in your sinuses. But ryegrass isn't working alone. Here's the full squad of biological troublemakers. Ryegrass, the MVP of asthma triggers. Bermuda grass, sneaky and persistent. Olive trees, classy but deadly to your lungs. Privet, sounds like a posh suburb but actually a leafy assassin. Plane trees, majestic in appearance, monstrous in allergy attacks. Parthenium weed, literally banned in some places because it's that nasty. Wattle, Australia's national flower. And your nasal passage's worst nightmare. So next time you walk past a blooming tree and think, "Oh, how pretty," just remember it might be loading up its pollen cannons aiming for your face. Climate change, making everything worse since forever. Here's the thing. Climate change isn't just about rising sea levels and polar bears struggling to find ice cubes. It's also extending pollen seasons. Experts now say pollen season is starting earlier and lasting longer. Like that one guest at a party who doesn't leave even after the lights are off and the host's in pajamas. Warmer temperatures mean plants produce more pollen. Higher CO2 levels. More aggressive plant growth. Drier winters. Even more pollen the next season. It's a botanical perfect storm. A floral frenzy. A sniffly nightmare. Basically, thanks to climate change, every year is turning more and more into an airborne battleground for allergy sufferers. How to avoid the pollenpocalypse? So what do? Hibernate in a bubble? Move to Antarctica? Train your immune system to toughen up with boot camp? Here's what the experts recommend. 1. Check the pollen count like it's your ex's Instagram. There are apps and websites that give daily pollen forecasts. Treat it like checking the weather, only it tells you if you'll breathe today or not. 2. Stay inside when the pollen's partying. Early mornings and dry, windy days are peak sneeze o'clock. Close windows. Rejoice in air conditioning. It's your only true friend. 3. Wear sunglasses and masks. Yes, it might look like you're heading into surgery, but those specs and masks block pollen from entering your eyes and nose. It's functional fashion. 4. Shower like you've just come from a desert festival after being outside. Wash off that pollen. Clothes, hair, face, everything. Otherwise, you'll bring it into your bed like an uninvited guest. 5. Vacuum like you're being judged by your in-laws. Pollen settles into your carpets, furniture, and soul. Use a vacuum with a HEPA filter. Bonus points if you narrate it like an action movie while cleaning. Asthma. The unwanted guest at Pollen's party. If you have asthma, pollen season is like a non-stop prank show that keeps getting more intense. It's not just sneezing. It's shortness of breath, coughing, wheezing, and the uncomfortable feeling of trying to suck air through a cocktail straw. Here's how to survive and thrive. Always carry your inhaler. Treat it like your phone. Don't leave home without it. Bonus: color matching it with your outfit is totally underrated. Follow your asthma action plan. Your doctor probably gave you one. If not, get one. It's basically your allergy season cheat sheet. Avoid mowing the lawn. Lawn mowing stirs up pollen like a DJ mixing beats, except these beats make you choke. Hire a neighbor's kid. Bribe your housemate. Trade it for snacks. Anything. Keep your medication up to date. Don't be that person who realizes their puffer expired during a thunderstorm. You're not in a sitcom. What if it still hits you? Treatment time. So you did everything right and still you're wheezing like a harmonica. Now what? Antihistamines, great for mild allergies. Not so much for thunderstorm asthma. But handy for stopping that sneeze marathon. Nasal sprays, your nose's best defense. Reduces inflammation. Might make you look weird while applying, but worth it. Inhalers, these are your real MVPs. Preventers keep your airways chilled out long term. Relievers jump in when things get spicy. Allergy shots, the long game. Basically teaches your immune system to stop overreacting like a reality TV contestant. Emergency care, if you can't breathe properly, don't wait it out. Hospitals are there for a reason. And no, Googling how to breathe doesn't count. Funny but real. Allergy season struggles. Let's talk about the comedy of suffering. Because sometimes you just have to laugh through the sneezes. You know it's pollen season when people start mistaking sneezing for applause. You're not crying because you're emotional, it's just your eyes doing interpretive dance. That moment when you try to have a romantic picnic and spend half the time blowing your nose louder than the magpies. Wearing sunglasses indoors because you want to look cool. But really you're hiding the pollen-induced zombie eyes. Attempting yoga in the park, sneeze in downward dog, wheeze in warrior pose, collapse in child's pose. The bright side, the world's not ending. Yes, pollen season can be brutal. But hey, flowers are blooming, the weather is warming up, and magpies are only attacking some people. Life is full of beauty and danger. Like a rose with hidden bees. If you prepare, protect yourself, and laugh a little at the absurdity of being taken down by a grass, you'll be fine. Probably. Just remember, the next time someone says, "It's just hay fever," hit them with a tissue and tell them to Google Melbourne thunderstorm asthma.